So now with us being done with the preseason test, I'm gonna give my prediction on the performance pecking order for the season opener. And the team that I think is gonna be the performance benchmark in the performance index this season would be Red Bull. Yes, so Red Bull has aced the new design language with the RB20, as the RB20 was quickly recognized as the benchmark during the preseason tests. And I predict for it to be true as well, as I think Red Bull will continue to be the performance benchmark as the competitors tries to chase after. Max also commented on the RB20 that it feels much better than the RB19 and that it responds much better to his inputs than the RB19, which is a positive sign for the team. Not so much for us, because that means that he might literally win every single race this season, which is clearly not a good thing for us. And on that note, let's move on to P2. The team that I have in P2 would be Ferrari. I think Ferrari has done the smart thing by ditching their old concept and moved on to a new one that seems to be delivering the performance and the handling characteristics that both the drivers are looking for. With both Charles and Carlos feeling comfortable with the SF24, Charles reported that the SF24 feels so much better under long run race simulation and that the drivability of the car is so much better than its predecessor, that it could help the team achieve better results during a Grand Prix distance as the car would have better tire degradation. He also added that the new car is more confident inspiring and that it is predictable when chucked into a corner, unlike its predecessor, and that the concept of the SF24 is a better point for the team to start building on. And now moving on to the team that I have in P3, it's gonna be Mercedes. Well, with Mercedes also switching to a brand new concept, hoping to have turned a page over on the last 2 dreadful years with the brand new W15. The team and the drivers are quite confident about the new machine. Both the drivers find the W15 to handle better than its predecessor and that it feels very similar to what it felt like on the simulator, which is a good thing. Russell also claimed that the W15 is a good baseline to build on. And now moving on to the team that I have in P4, it would be McLaren. Yes, McLaren, with the team completing 327 laps across 3 days between 2 drivers. This makes it one of the most solid preseason tests that the team has had in the recent years. McLaren seems to be pretty rapid, though I feel like Ferrari and Mercedes might have a slight edge over them. But still, the team looks comfortably as the 4th fastest team on the grid. So the team that I have in 5th place would be Aston Martin. Though the team has worked hard over the winter, I feel like the team would still fall short compared to its competition. Though Fernando pumped in some solid lap times on long run simulation, I have a hunch that the improvements that Aston Martin might have brought to the AMR24 might not be as significant as what Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari might have brought to the table. And now the team that I have in P6 would be VCARB or RB, or simply put, Toro Rosso. Yes, I feel like the improvements and the parts that Red Bull has shared with RB from its RB18 and 19 has shown clear improvements over the past. That I feel like the RB would be the clear frontrunner of the midfield. And now moving on to the team that I have in P7. It's gonna be Williams. Yes, I feel like though the team has put together the least amount of laps across 3 days, I feel like the improvements made to the Williams will put it closer to being a car that is always on the cusp of scoring points. But my only concern is Logan Sargent again. He still might be the weak link for the team, stopping them from maximizing on their result when the car is at its optimum. So moving on to the team that I have in P8, I have Sauber. Yes, I feel like the improvements brought to the car seems to have worked. Across 3 days, Valtteri and Zhou pumped in some solid laps and the car generally seems solid as well. That I feel like the team might even have the chance of leapfrogging Alpine in the performance index at the opening stages of the season. Now moving on to the team that I have in P9, it would be Alpine. I mean, it just doesn't look right. Whatever the team has done doesn't transcend on track. The car still feels lackluster and the long run race pace doesn't seem particularly strong either. Just like last year, no one could really predict on where Alpine might stand in the performance index. So this might even be another year where Alpine had set the objectives a little too high for them to reach. Now moving on to the team that I have in P10 dead last, no surprises. It's quite obvious, it would be Haas. Yes, Haas has admitted that they are starting the season on a back foot, and the team seems to be focusing on long run race pace simulation to gather as much data and refine their car, as that's where they suffered the most last season. So it's encouraging to witness that the new team principal is already focusing on troubleshooting the issues that the team is facing with their car. But my only concern is that the team might not have the financial aid that they need to further improve their car to keep up with the development race across the season, that they might finish P10 in the Constructors' Championship as well at the end of the season, just like how I had predicted in my season predictions. So yes guys, these are my performance predictions for the opening round of the season. Let me know down in the comments on what are your predictions as well. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Renmeister channel if you haven't already. Also hit that bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Renmeister and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.